So Adrian Teodorescu. So again, we kind of followed the same path. When I said he started at Waterloo Regional Boxing Academy, then eventually he went to Atlas in Toronto and trained under Adrian. That's where he won his Olympic gold medal and world titles as well. So I did the same thing. I started at Waterloo Regional Boxing. I was introduced to Adrian more when I was traveling internationally because he had a very European style. He was Romanian. Like boxing was his life. And anyone who's like ever been a Canadian champion or world champion in Canada has kind of trained under him. So like his knowledge is just unbelievable. And then at some point, I just remember thinking like, if I spent more time with him, that I felt like I was going to be able to reach my goals. And then I just decided that, you know what, this is after 2012. I didn't make the first Olympic Games that I tried out for. Super frustrating for me. And that's also the wake-up call of like, hey, I need to change my coaching. I need to change like what I'm doing for training, and then kind of made that switch over to Adrian.
And give me one or two things that Adrian taught you, that really kind of changed how you boxed.
Ooh, so many things. We had this like pretty amazing, like he could coach you without saying anything. Like to be honest, like he had coached for over 55 years actually,
Wow.
full
You kidding
time.
me?
Yeah, before he passed away. So like the knowledge he had was just unbelievable. But like he didn't really have to say anything. I think you just kind of like knew he expected a different level from you. So even when I was like, let's say I would go to Kitchener on the weekends and I would train, you're training, but you're not pushing to that like level of excellence. But when he was there, it's like it forced that out of me. And even in the corner, like he could come back before he even said anything. I knew like, okay, I did good that round, what he wanted from me the next round. And his kind of thing was always like, okay, it doesn't matter. Even if you start your first round and it's 100, like it's a 10 out of 10, I want the next round to be better. Like he was never going to let you settle for anything less than that. So I think that was definitely a big one. And then also like, by the time I switched over to Adrian, I was always a very good technical boxer. But he like would still find the very small things that most coaches won't even bother coaching you on, but like something as simple as like when you're holding your fist to like do this, and he would like correct it about 20 times per workout. But like just because of like the angle of your hand and how the power would come, and just something that small, like when you're already kind of felt like, okay, like I already know, like, I have a really good base. That's, I think, what you need is just someone to kind of be able to pick out those small little details. And that's kind of what he did.